discovery of antiretroviral drugs, which became a solution to member states.
The minister stated that the change in disease patterns and emerging new diseases such as COVID-19 highlighted the need to strengthen how healthcare is delivered in the AXA region and the world at large, as it also challenges the nursing and midwifery professions to embrace science, innovation, and constantly search for solutions for the new and complex challenges they face in the production of nurses and midwives, leadership, management, research, as well as clinical practice.
Sitting in front of you here today is the brain power behind that evidence. Observations and evidence will be discussed here, will be presented here, will be analyzed, will be teased apart, will be documented and taken as lessons to change the future of healthcare in sub-Saharan Africa and in the world at large in this digital era that we live in.
President Kiakhetso Kwabi continued to state that it is important to improve quality of health in communities through strengthening of capacity of nurses, as nurses and midwives make a contribution to all components of primary health care.
Your Excellency, EXACON continues improving the quality of health of the communities through strengthening the contribution of nurses and midwives. EXACON has led several important regional initiatives to build capacity in nursing education, nursing regulation and practice over the last 3 decades. As I've said, it was formed in 1990. Means this is our 32nd year.
The National Channel Yemaswati News and Chulisa Mamba, Matsapa.
More witnesses who testified before court that former Minister of Public Works and Transport Ntuthuko Dlamini shot and killed 3 people on the 7th of September 2020 at Mhlabovu. The murder trial of former Minister of Public Works Ntuthuko Dlamini continued today at the High Court before Judge Maxine Langwenya, where more witnesses were paraded before court. One of them was Sihle Mduduzi Dlamini of Luyengweni, who told the court what happened on the 7th of September 2020, where 3 people were shot dead at Mhlabovu area. Sihle said he received a call from Luyengweni's Indvuna Dumisa Kinenza informing him that they have been sent to Mhlabovu to allocate land after doing their duties. The witness, together with Luyengweni Chiefdom's inner council, sat under a tree waiting for refreshments. While it ate, the accused came with 3 guys and asked them what they were doing in Prince Damas's land, and no one responded. That is when the accused called them Timfukuta, which angered the inner council, but Sihle tried to reason with him and told him to stop name-calling them, but instead the accused called Bunya Station Commander, informing him that he was about to shoot people. After that, the accused is said to have pushed Sihle, telling him that he was not afraid of him, therefore he should stop talking. Lokoka tried to calm down the situation, but it was too much for him. In that chaos, Simon Dlamini was shot. Sikulu fired a warning shot which angered the accused and gunned down Sikulu Shongwe. Bheko Kwakhe Mkhabela also presented his evidence, confirming that indeed the accused shot 3 people on the 7th of September 2020 at Mhlabovu area in the Manzini region. He also testified that the commotion which resulted to the incident was caused by the usage of the word Timfukuta. Mkhabela is set to appear again tomorrow for cross-examination. In the case, the state is represented by Nqamsile Masuku and the accused is represented by Noncedo Dlangamandla. For Channel Yemaswati News, I am Temalangeni Dlamini, High Court. Murder accused Sipho Shonga appeared before court today, where the Crown paraded the murder of Mbuso Ncaza Nkosi.
The trial of businessman Sipho Shongwe, who is accused of orchestrating the murder of fellow businessman Victor Kamete, continued in the High Court of Eswatini today, in which the High Court of Eswatini heard the testimony of one Duduzile Nkosi, who is the mother of Mbuso Ncaza Nkosi, who is said to have been hired by Mr. Shongwe to execute the murder of Mr. Victor Kamete. In her testimony, Duduzile Nkosi told the court of an instance where a man who is known to the court as Aziz Langa came to her house to deliver a van to which he said he was given by someone from Eswatini to deliver to Ngazangosi as payment for a job well done. But as he could not deliver this car directly to Ngazangosi, with Ngazangosi having been arrested at Sun City at this time, he was told to deliver it to Ngazangosi's mother, Duduzile Ngosi. Sipho Shongwe's defense lawyer denied these claims, saying that there's no way someone from Eswatini could have given Mr. Aziz this car, as it was wholly registered, as the car had South African registration plates, with the papers relative to this car also stating that this car was wholly South African registered. The trial was then adjourned for the day, with Sipho Shongwe's counsel requesting the judge to permit him to use the High Court grounds to consult with his client, so as to prepare him for his testimony, as Sipho Shongwe is set to take the stand on the dates of the 24th of October to the 28th. For Channel Yemaswati News, I'm Gcina Madonsela with Temalangeni Dlamini, High Court of Eswatini.
2 people were rushed to hospital after the driver of an Isuzu LDV lost control of the motor vehicle just after Eden Guest House along Malakwane Hill.
The driver of the Isuzu LDV failed to negotiate a corner while climbing the mountain Malakwane towards Mbabane, where the vehicle he was driving lost control and overturned at about 100 meters from the road. According to a police officer who was found at the accident scene, he stated that the occupants of the vehicle, which was the driver and also his passenger, were rushed to Mbabane Government Hospital and Mbabane Clinic respectively, as they were taken to hospital with different ambulances.
Inhloko nesikhulu sibathethe-ke nalisikelela abantu besikele kuqala babafaya amaparamedic bagibele imoto ekhethela baphuthuma esibhedlela government nomunye oseMbabane Clinic. Nangisuka lana nje ngiyawenda follow up noma-index suka nje la kule main road ngingabekisa futhi kwehlela uze uyofika lela i-rest khona ngingambekisa 100 meters away from
the police officer warned drivers to be cautious while driving the Malakwane mountain and also during the rainy season. I'm Kimbali Mavuso for Channel Yemaswati News with Temalangeni Dlamini at Malakwane.
President William Ruto was sworn in on Tuesday in a ceremony attended by tens of thousands of his supporters. The previous Deputy President has become the fifth person to hold the country's presidency following a divisive vote that he only narrowly clinched on August the 9th. His win was confirmed by the Supreme Court last week. Former President Uhuru Kenyatta, under whom he had previously served, had publicly backed opposition leader Raila Odinga. "You will be president not just for those who voted for you, but for all Kenyans," Kenyatta told Ruto on the eve of his inauguration, appearing to put aside the previous falling. The 60,000 capacity Kasarani Sports Center in Nairobi had already filled up by 5 a.m. according to police. Crowds continued to try and enter despite calls for people to stay home. Scores of people were reportedly injured in the crash. The audience cheered as the 55-year-old Ruto and Kenyatta shook hands, sealing the transition of power. Both men have been indicted by the International Criminal Court over the deadly violence that erupted following the 2007 election. Charges were later dropped. This year's election was peaceful, marred only by opposition supporters trying to prevent the declaration of Ruto as the winner. For Yemaswati, I'm Madonsela, with Temelangeni Dlamini and Kimberly Mavuso, Mbabane.
King Charles III made his first visit to Northern Ireland since becoming monarch. King Charles III made his first visit to Northern Ireland since becoming monarch. The Ministry of Justice today met with NGOs at Happy Valley to discuss ways that will be used by government to make sure that everyone in the country is registered.
The Youth Sustainable Development Center has today met with other organizations at the Happy Valley Hotel to tackle the issue of equal nationality rights in Eswatini. This following increased cases of foreign nationals and their children facing extreme difficulty and prejudice when applying for Eswatini nationality or benefits of being a national due to the current nationality laws present in the kingdom.
Form unit sesibukusane ukuthi lokho kulumende athi uthatha tinyathelo ubukisisa lemithetho ngabe vele uyibuyisisa ngendlela lengiyo yini nangabe kusenale tingcinamba leti ngabe vele ukhonile yini ukuthi ahlangane netinhlangano leti khona la letisebenta lemakhaya letibona tonke letingcinamba letendekako ngetindzaba tebuve. Siyathemba ke ukuthi ngekuphela kwalomhlangano sitawuphuma nalo likhambi kuthi kule mithetho yethu noma uhulumende angakhona yini ukuthi avule isikhathi sekuthi bonke labo njengoba umthetho sisekelo welive usho ukuthi labo labatalwa after 2005 noma before 2005 batalwa maswati bavumelekile ukuthi babe nemuva bafole buve ngalokufanele ngoba sonke sisive sinalo lilungelo sekuthi sibe nabo buve buve ngolobubakhako ngolokwenta ukuthi ube ngumufu emhlabeni ngaphandle kwebuve wena ukufanele ukuthi awatiwa noma awu-exist lokho ke na uhulumende ke kuyamisa kabi nasibuke phela kona timvo latendako for bamfu njengekuthi bamfu bakhona ukuthola emanti bamfu bakhona ukufundza kahle bamfana etikoleni ati le nombolo ngoba siyati ukuthi uma ufuna mbe ede i-birth certificate noma i-national document should le mufu nabatekalibalo abamati ukuthi ukhona la veni kodwa uyaphila.
Youth Sustainable Development Center member Noktula Mamba stated that she hoped that at the end of this meeting, they would have found solutions on how to deal with this matter, along with other matters related to this, such as GBV and other such issues. For China Yemaswati News, I'm Madonsela, with Kimberly Mavuso, Ezulwini.
King Charles III made his first visit to Northern Ireland since becoming monarch.
King Charles III and his wife, the Queen Consort Camilla, have arrived in Belfast in what marks the first royal visit from a king to the country of Northern Ireland in 80 years. On his first visit to Northern Ireland as king, Charles III said his mother never ceased to pray for the best times for this place and its people. The king also received a message of condolence from the Speaker of the Northern Ireland Assembly. Sinn Féin's Alex McKee said the Queen recognized how a small but significant gesture can make a huge difference in changing attitudes. Crowds have flocked to greet the King and Camilla, the Queen Consort. The royal couple met well-wishers outside Hillsborough Castle, the only royal residence in Northern Ireland, which has been a focal point for floral tributes. The King held private meetings with Northern Ireland Secretary Chris Heaton-Harris and senior representatives from Stormont's political parties. Later, UK Prime Minister Liz Truss will join the royal couple for a service in St. Anne's Cathedral, Belfast. For China Yemaswati News, I'm Madonsela, Mbabane.
Before we end our news bulletin for tonight, let us look at our top stories making headlines. Prime Minister Cleopas Sipho Dlamini has opened the Hexacon conference. Mbuso Ngosi's mother testifies in court. William Ruto has been sworn in as Kenya president. We have come to the end of our news bulletin. Till next time, good night.